Hey guys, it's Ryan here bringing you episode number 2 of the career mode series on this channel. And today we are at the Kula Lumper Circuit for round 2 of the career mode world championship. If I'm going to be honest guys, it wasn't as exciting as Australia was. And qualifying was absolutely pouring it down with rain. And we got into the top 10 once again and we're starting in 10th again. And my objective is to finish 8th. I apologise for no setup for this one guys, it was rushed as I've not really had time this week with exams coming up this week, but I finished uni today so I'll be heading back home doing some more F1 content for you guys. So the lights are on now as we start episode number 2, the race. Here we go guys, and we are away, and we all are on the options of the top 10 as we make an excellent start. Get past Maldonado already, using up a quarter of the curves, and we've gone past Kobayashi as well. So we've already gained 2 places here, guys. This is good, and we're going to get Rosberg, and we do. And we get past Vettel. We go around the outside of Webber, but Vettel goes around the outside as well. And then I hit Hamilton slightly. We get past the 2 Red Bulls, and we're up to 5th position, guys. Already, this is a great start here. And so we're going to put the engine back down to standard as we keep a little bit of fuel for this bit. And we're side by side by Hamilton. Hamilton brakes early. And we get the inside line. And we go past Alonso as well. So we make 2 moves in 1 corner, guys. It's really good there. And we are up to 3rd position. And this is a great start. And guys, do we think we can get a win here in only our 2nd race for Force India? If I'm honest, I don't think we will. It's because for 2 reasons. 1, I already know the outcome because I obviously took part in it. And 2, the Force India around here is not great as this track is high downforce and needs a lot of turning, and this card hasn't really got the updates for that. But in the next race in China we will have updates, and hopefully it will be for a new front wing upgrade or maybe some suspension or balance with front differentials. So as you can see, Button and Grosjean are pulling away from us, and we lock up a bit there in that corner. Is not my favourite corner on this track, as Alonso's right behind us now, so we have to use not all of the curves, but we have to crank the engine up to fast mode just to get a good distance from, oh no, it's Vettel now. Vettel's gone past Alonso there, guys. And Alonso obviously won the first race in Australia, and he's not off to the best of starts here. So we're just about to start the 2nd lap, and we are 2 seconds behind Grosjean already. And wow, and this is, I forgot to say in the last video guys, the difficulty of the AI are on legendary, so it will be a tough competition to get past these guys as we go really wide there and take a bad entry into turn 2, and Vettel has jumped past us. We've cranked up the fast, we've using all the curves as we try and make a move on Vettel. We think the outside, but we stay behind him, and we take the inside there, guys, and we get in the position, but Vettel's coming back at us. He's got the inside line, so we're going to try and go around the outside of him through this fast-flowing section here, and we do, guys. We've got the more line, and we take back 3rd position, but I go wide there, but I stay to the racing line just to stop Vettel from getting past as we go through this double right-hander here, guys. And this is going to be a very challenging race for us, as we've got, I think, a train of 5 cars behind us with Vettel, Alonso, Hamilton, and I think one of the Mercedes as we're going purple. But I do believe we won't get the fastest lap. As you can see there, we've lost another 2 seconds from Grosjean, and we put the brakes bias up to front. And I don't know why I've done that, because this corner is dreadful for that. If you need to have low, because that corner is always a locking corner. And what I mean by that is you always lock the front tyre. So you've got to be careful with that, guys. If you're running with no ABS, I recommend you putting your brakes to the rear for the last sector alone. And luckily DRS is not enabled yet, but it will be now. But Vettel is catching us up very slowly. He's only 3 tenths behind us, and he has the slipstream. He will use curves most likely as we get a 44.2, and it's not going to be the fastest lap. I do not know what the fastest lap was, but we have now gone to lap number 5. The positions have not changed since you saw their lap 2, as Button gets the fastest lap with a 39.1, and it's 2 seconds off as Vettel looks to make a move on me, but he decides against it, and we keep the inside line. As you can see, guys, the on the screen on the right, you will see that we are in for a pit stop. But I decide, you know what, we're going to try and do what we did in Australia and do an undercut. But this time, we're going to stay as long as possible on these option tyres, or as we say, the medium compound tyre. And hopefully we'll make a jump on, well, we'll hopefully get to keep Vettel behind when he makes his pit stop. The top guys do pit on lap number 6, except for Grosjean and Hamill, I think Webber as well, I'm not sure. But the strategy is, when they're on their hard tyres, we can hopefully get past them. Though we're going up the hill, we're 4 tenths up on this lap, and you can see I am struggling now for grip. And so it's 6 seconds now, we're behind Grosjean now, as he's, but at least the gap has not increased like every 2 seconds a lap, which is sort of a good thing. But as you'll see now on the map, on the bottom left, you can see Button's gone into the pit lane. Grosjean stays out another lap as his teammate Raikkonen is going to pit. And then you'll see a train of cars behind me. Well, you won't see it there as we've skipped now to lap number 7. And Hamilton's got the fastest lap as he didn't pit. So the order at the minute is Grosjean, me, and then Webber, who's only 8 tenths behind. And I believe I pit on lap number 8, and I think Grosjean and Webber pit lap number 7. And as you see there, we've gone up by 3 tenths of a second on our previous best. So hopefully we can get a fastest lap here. Possibly, but I'm not entirely sure. As we take a really bad line through there, and we lose a bit of time. And Webber will be on the back of us as we go into the sector where the Force India is not the best. And we're still gaining. We're 8 tenths up, as Webber is now 7 tenths. And we go really wide there, and that's not as good of a line as against Webber. Is now right on our trumpets, but he will pit this lap along with Grosjean, the race leader, and we will inherit the lead for 1 lap as we pit on lap number 8, as you will see in a minute. So we use 3/4 of the curves just to keep Webber a distance, as he will pit, as he's going to pit this lap. So we're going to take the inside line, hit the apex, as Webber dives into the pit lane. So we use the rest of the curves now just to get a really good clean lap, as we beat our new time with a 39.9, 8 tenths quicker. But it's not the fastest lap as Grosjean, because he's pit, and as I've said, we inherit the lead as Rosberg is pitting as well. So we are the only team in the top 10 now, out on track, still on the medium compound tyre. And you'll see now we will inherit now to the end of the lap, I think. I'm not entirely sure. So we're still on the lap, and we're 4 tenths down now as we made a bad entry into turn 2. Yeah, here we go, as we're on the back straight now. Grosjean has jumped Button in the pit lane, in the pit stop phase, as I've said. So can we beat these guys? No, that's not how to take an entry into the pit lane, guys, so don't do what I just did there. As you can see, we're plus 1 lap, we have 6 laps to go, guys. So I'll have to put it down to lean, just to try and save some fuel. And as you'll see now, as we saw in Australia, my pit stop wasn't the best, as you will see now. Look at that. Absolutely slow there. I might need to give these guys some lessons in how to take a pit stop, or make them watch McLaren's 2.54 second pit stop it was in Germany. So as we stay ahead of Webber just, and Grosjean got overtook by Jenson Button on that lap. So it's the same running order as it was after the pit stops. So we jump now onto lap number 10. I am going to admit I do not challenge the top 2, so it's just basically keeping Webber behind now and getting our first podium in only 2 races. So as we are now onto the back straight, you can see there the fuel. I'm struggling on fuel, guys, as it's now on optimal. Well, it's not on optimal now, but it will be now. And Webber will have the DRS on us, and he's gaining on us ever so slightly. And he's going to make a move now. He's got the speed and top speed. Here he goes. He's going round the outside. He's going to take the risk. He overtakes us for 3rd position, but he goes wide. And we take the inside line to turn 1. And then we make sure we cut the corner. Not cut the corner, but cut into the racing line for turn 2. and Webber had to back off, and now we've kept third position, and hopefully we will get a podium again, as we are now 3 tenths down again on our best time. Webber's 9 tenths behind. Grosjean and Button are 8 seconds up the road, so we won't challenge them with 3 laps to go. And obviously I'm going to talk about the next race. It's obviously China, which I'll talk about at the end of the race, which is coming up very soon, as we've got 2 laps to go now, and Webber is still 3 tenths behind us, but we have got a train of cars behind us. You can see Alonso is in that train as well, the current championship leader, and I don't know what the standings will be, as I've not seen them as of yet, as I just had to make sure the recording was fine, as we had some problems with the recording this race as well. But hopefully, guys, you've seen it was the sound, so hopefully the sound's fine in this video. But we're taking a nice clean line through the corner, but we're still down on our best lap, guys, as Webber's only a second behind. It is out of the DRS zone, which is a good thing, but I'll go really wide there into the gravel, which means we are now sitting ducks going onto the back straight in a moment, and also the main straight. But we're coming now into the back straight now. We're going to use, I think, all the curves, I think. But look at Webber and Alonso right behind each other. Webber's going to go, hopefully, making the move there, as you can see. But no, we decide against it. And we go now to the inside line, as we take this corner nice and slowly, trying to get good lines. But, oh, we have to lock up the tyres there. You can see Webber there. Webber's lost it, guys. He's out. He's spun it. As we start the final lap of this race now, can we keep third position and get our first podium? But Alonso is only half second behind, and we have to lower the fuel, as our fuel is unoptimal, and our fuel could run out on this lap, guys, so we don't want that. So we're going to play the safe option, as Alonso's right on our trumpets now. This is the same thing as happened in Australia with Rosberg, but Alonso will keep the lead in the championship if he beats us here. But obviously if he doesn't, then I don't know who will be leading the championship. But he's only 2 tenths behind, but we are up on our previous best time, which is good to see. Grosjean and Button are in a league of their own. But this is the battle we are on about, guys. This is the battle that could determine if we get a podium or not. Yeah, and we don't want... And obviously the fuel is now on +1, so we should be safe now to the end. So we crank the fuel up to rich, try and get away from Alonso and get out of that DRS zone. As we have seen in previous years, the DRS can be affected, but Alonso is on our back now, guys. He's only still 3 tenths behind, but our Prix of the best is up by 3 tenths. We take a good line to that corner, coming towards the twisty section of this left-right chicane, taking it flat in 6th gear. It's a good line, coming into this double right-hander corner, so we don't block the tyres, we don't. As we get a good exit out of that corner, use the fuel. As you can see, Jenson Button takes the win again, and Alonso spun it, guys. He is out of the chance for a podium spot. And I'm going to say, guys, if we don't crash at this corner, we will win this race, as Button sets the fastest lap on the last lap. But we come out the final corner, guys. The Indian crap, the flags are waving, as we get our first podium in 2 races. In 2 races, yeah, that's right. And Paul di Resta finishes in a disappointing 15th. Wow, that was a good race there. The last 2 laps there, with Webber's spin and Alonso's spin, as well, as we get another achievement there. 2 achievements in a row, guys. That's something that you don't see every day. But Jenson Button takes the victory with Grosjean 2nd, me in 3rd, Felipe Massa gets 4th, and Raikkonen finishes in 5th. Rounds up the top 5, and Mark Webber retired, so he must have had a problem there. And look at the Drivers' Championship, guys. We are 2nd with a point behind Kimi Raikkonen, and Alonso is in 3rd with 25 points, and Jenson Button with that win cranks him up from last to 4th with 25 points as well. As we're going to take you through the rest of the drivers, and Hulkenberg there at the bottom. And Lotus are leading the way in the constructors, with us in 4th position, 23 points behind the Lotus team. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video of the career mode in Malaysia. Next time we are in the Shanghai International Circuit, where we'll be getting updates for the car, and hopefully we can push for a victory, guys, in only our 2nd race. But as always, guys, like, favourite and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you guys have a great day or evening wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next video, guys, so take care and goodbye.